Hi. Alright, we've got a leaf blower from a secondhand store called Brain. And I found it says Fix Me on the top of it right up here. I don't know if you can see that, but...
Show again.
The Fix Me.
Mm-hmm.
Backpack 2 Homelite. The side of it, it shows displacement 30cc. Family, I don't know. I'm not gonna read that string of numbers, but that's okay. Check our gas tank. I don't think I've done that yet.
Looks like it has some in there.
Has something. Yeah, it's a gas family. Really dark. I'm not sure what the hell it is. Maybe just they added regular oil to it or something. Alright, so we've got our throttle, looks like our... What is that? Why is it not doing anything? Either it's spun around or it's not working right. Well, that does go back. I'm not really sure. Okay, so that locks it right there, it looks like, which is what this is talking about. Run and start. So run is down here, so you lock it there for start. Let's open up our air filter. It's got one. A little bit gooey. Guessing it's flooded at least once. Alright. It's nice and spongy there. So, let's see if anything happens, shall we? It's almost trying, I'm not sure. We are on run. Bottle's on. It's up in run spot. Or sorry, start spot. There's an indentation here. It looked like some kind of switch is supposed to be there, but I don't see one. So I guess I'll just crank it a little bit more before I give up and try to figure out what's wrong with it. Ooh.
Ooh.
It's trying. I'm gonna switch arms. My arm's tired. Ooh.
That was
Alright, it's definitely got something going on. I also don't like the rattly noise, although that could be part of its
I'm keeping the
characteristics.
smell out there by closing the door.
But it definitely ran for a little bit. As for why it's not continually running, I don't know yet. Could be the fuel that's in it. Because if they used a fuel that doesn't have the right kind of ratio of oil to gas, it could cause that. Could be gummed
So are you gonna try to cipher it out and then put clean stuff in it, or?
Probably a good step.
That's what I would think.
But I don't know. I'm just taking a breather, sorry. That's probably a really good step, honestly, but it is in the gas family. It should burn, but that might explain why it's running funny. Most things I just jump into. I like them to pull start with one crank. This leans towards carb slash, what do you call it? The fuel's not right. Which would be a shame, because I thought I was going to have some fun. Let's just crank it again and see what happens. screams like it's going to be fuel or...
That was strong.
Yeah. It also could be like the idle mixture screw.
Mm-hmm.
Not letting it idle. Who knows, honestly. So what I'm gonna do, just so I can get some baseline, is I'm gonna pull the spark plug off and look at it. Because if it's dark, that means it's running really rich, and it's actually flooding itself out. If it's a lighter color, then it's lean, but I don't know. I'd like to know if that's what's going on, because that could cause it to do that too. And both could still be the fuel being funky, or it could be the mixture screw. Or it could be passages that are gummed up and need to be cleaned out. It's hard to tell until we take it apart and look at it, but that is a good first step, I suppose, is to empty that fuel out and put some good stuff in there.
That's what I would think.
That's going to be a really big socket, it looks like. I don't know if I've got one that big on this side. I have to go get my impact set. Alright. So, I don't know. Cut. Nice, I found a socket that'll fit it. Check that out. I wonder if that's the right spark plug for this. It feels kind of like tight all the way through it. It's like cross sweatered or something. But, and that is what I was talking about with the spark plug. See how it's all wet and dark? That means it's actually getting too much fuel.
So it...
I'm just curious whether it's the oil mixture in it actually not burning off and building up on it, but with the oil on it like that, it won't spark, so it's probably why we're not running. It's also wet down there. So I'm not any clearer from doing that. What's wrong with it? Let's stick it back on. And I guess I'm gonna try cranking it again, see if it starts up and stays going this time. Because I cleaned off that spark plug. Maybe it'll run before it gets fouled a little bit. But I agree with you on the idea of changing the fuel out.
Yeah.
You want some slushy ice? Oh, are you taping?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well,
I mean, what do you...
Hi.
Can you stop the video?
Yep, it's back on.
Alright, let's see. The bowl's definitely filled with whatever that is. Let's try it again. I would have expected to pick right up if it was gonna on that. Let me make sure the throttle is still. It's a weird setup. Alright. That is just bizarre. I guess it's their idea of a choke. Haha. It's by adding more gas in the startup just to see if it will pick up, because not all of the small carbs have a choke on them.
Close.
Got some rattling I don't like.
Yeah.
So it seems fine. It's got some rattling in it that makes me curious about it. And then it, over there for a second, the power just kind of cut out. I mean, it didn't fully cut out, but I didn't have the full power for blowing. So I'm gonna try, I think we're just gonna change the fuel for now and try to run this stuff out of it. Let it set for a minute so that anything that's like gumming up stuff or the old fuel or whatever,
Yeah.
so it's not flooded basically. May or may not clean off the spark plug again. Try starting it. See if it starts right up. I'm gonna research whether it takes the, there's two different kinds of the 2-cycle that come on the market, at least, that you don't mix yourself, the premix.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's it's either 20 to 1 and 31 or 31 and 40 to 1. I think that one's the one. Okay, so it really depends on which one this one wants. I'll look it up and then we'll have the right kind for it.
Mm-hmm.
See if it behaves any better, see if it stops cutting out. If it keeps behaving, I'm gonna call it good. Sorry about the camera there. I kind of threw you all off, you know, the side. So that's where we're at.
Okay.
I'll see y'all in a bit once we change it all out.
All right.
All the junk off here. I don't need to do all this part, but I don't want any of that junk to fly in there. Basically just mopping up all the liquid. It's green. That's so weird. Almost like algae or something. I've never seen green fuel before. Okay, more green. I wonder if that's like a, I don't know, algae or moss or something like that. Not quite sure. This sticks out of here. There we go. You see green goes for guts. And I don't think that comes off, unfortunately. Not without a fight. This is the air intake, and I don't want that crap in there. Looks better. Alright, yeah, it's weird yellow. Alright. Let's grab the filter. See if there's anything in it. With any hope, it won't rip. Yay. Yeah, there's more of that green stuff from when it flooded, I guess. Alright, good enough. Put this back in here. Like that. Take our spark plug. And just lightly go around to get some of this stuff off. Should be good enough. Put it back and see what happens, shall we? Like that. This part of the wires shoved in this corner right here. If I was smarter, I would have got it out of the corner before I put the couple in, but got it out of the way at least. And there's that satisfying snap. Fuel bowl is good. It may or may not run shitty for a minute and then clean up. That's the idea. Since it's off, I'm gonna do it a few more times. Turn it on. Which way is the throttle in? Like that. It's on. Looks ready. It's clear. Well, that seems to be it.
You should have blew it a little bit more so you could have seen the...
Huh?
But it did at the end.